This isn't going to be easy to watch, but I think it's really important to look at what happens in a toxic relationship so we can all learn from it. So let's take a look at this conversation with Jesse and Jordan from Mom Talk. Off top, we can see how he is weaponizing the I feel statement. He's like, I feel that I'm having a hard time because you did this thing. That's not how we use an I feel statement. And they have been having their weekly therapy, or as far as that was their plan. Uh, Warning sign number one. Now he is telling her how she should feel. Just because he is angry does not mean that she needs to be angry. One could see why both of them would be angry, but that's on her to decide how she feels. That is not on him to decide for her. Now he is name calling and making accusations about how others will believe her based on probably his own projections of his own insecurities about how he's going to be portrayed, because he does know deep inside how he is treating her. Let's take a moment here to reiterate what the situation was. They were separated. She had an emotional affair with 2 kisses with somebody, went to do a lie detector test with him because of accusations of more than kissing, and then had him go to dinner with their 6 other friends. Oh, yes, his pride is hurt. Does this begin to even warrant such my partner is in the background and he has not been watching. He is just hearing my commentary. Yeah, this does not begin to warrant the way he is berating her. Or perhaps he is worried that his son might be mad at him for the way he has been treating his mom, and I don't know how he's treating his son. But we do know what Jesse has been saying about how he treats her, and we just saw in the last video where she was saying that her son was noticing her crying and her big emotions from her dad. So this is his projection bullshit. He is saying what he thinks the situation is. Has there been any room in any of this conversation for her to state her opinion? No, he does not care to listen. This is not healthy. This is not okay. This is very likely an example of what Jessie has been saying that she has been experiencing from him behind closed doors for the past few years. This is emotional abuse. So then my instincts were correct. Yes, this is how it's been for her. And it's just that wound on top of wound on top of wound that is just not going to heal and just becomes a deeper, deeper pain every time she is triggered by him being like this, being emotionally abusive. And this is what that kind of behavior does. This is the consequences that emotional abuse has on a person. It is so painful, and it is a lot of recovery work to be done, but it can be done. Right now, what we're seeing is a really, really hard example of seeing Jessie being really vulnerable with her feelings, explaining it, and I think it's really great that she is doing this. This is a service to the world that is watching, to see it and to learn from it. And I hope this scene is almost over, but let's keep going. Oh, goodness. He is saying that his behaviors are justified. Okay, first of all, no one gets to decide that it is justifiable to be emotionally abusive, to tear somebody down. And second, then we see Jessie saying, like, well, maybe it would have been better if we actually had a conversation about it. And he's like, no, because he can't have a conversation about it. Clearly, she would love to have a back and forth conversation, probably the way that they've been taught to probably be doing in their one-on-one weekly therapy or their couples weekly therapy, but he is not letting that happen, and it's really emotionally destructive. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that this man does not actually know what the definition of accountability is for him to actually be doing it, and now he is accusing her of not taking any accountability. This is not, I don't know if you can hear my partner doing comedic relief in the background, but yeah, it's not okay. And this is not a man who is going to ever change if this is the way that the conversations are happening. This is why the research and the studies show that it is very, very rare for an emotionally abusive or any kind of abusive person to change, because we see what the conversations look like when they are having these quote unquote conversations. This is them taking control of the situation and not allowing the other person to have a voice. And so then how can there be any growth from that? Where do we see him taking any accountability and how he's treating her? He's justifying how he's treating her. This is really hard emotional abuse to watch. Okay, producers, that is not okay. Do not put that kind of narrative on TV. He does not get to have that narrative where he is the one saying she needs to have accountability here. Like, yeah, film the argument, yeah, but this is not a two-sided thing. This is not where we need to be objective. We never need to be objective in who is right or who is wrong in an emotionally abusive situation. This is not a typical, oh, the couple just had an argument. No, this is abuse and it is not okay. We are almost at 10 minutes here. This is a long enough video. You can learn more in my books. Thank you for watching.